All right. Hello, everybody. So today, doing something a bit different other than my nails. I know that the last video I posted, it was about just like doing, like, I think I was doing press-on nails and like ranting about like Logan Paul and Beast, or what's his name, Mr. Beast. So we're gonna take a different direction today. As you can see, this right here is a book. So I'm gonna sort of zoom out here. Don't mind my wonky setup. I have it, like, my phone is on a tripod, but it's so, anyways. So this is a journal, a notebook, a sketch pad that I used to have, well, still have, and I used to use all the time. A lot of the artwork in here is from basically like my senior year of high school, and up until I think my sophomore year of college, I used this book. And I just kind of wanted to go over it and sort of like show you guys like some of my artwork. Here on the sides, you can see that I like put tape, and like this little tab is actually, I'll show you what that is once we get to it. But I put tape here to sort of protect the pages that I use that have like my other artwork in it, because when I open it, like, I still have extra pages here at the very back, and I still draw in it from time to time, but I didn't want to keep continuously having to flip through all of like my past work and like constantly being sort of reminded of it, because I didn't really just want to look at it for a period of time. Long story, but so I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. I'm just gonna cut it, that way I don't ruin anything. So I'm just placing the tripod down. All right, here we go. Snip. Oh, that did not go as smooth as I thought it would. What the heck? And now the second one. Maybe this one will go smoother, because that one was a hot mess. I'd stuck. Bro, it's literally just like regular fucking Scotch tape. Okay, so the plan is to just sort of go page by page. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can zoom out a bit. There we go. So y'all should be able to see the entirety of the book. So let's go through. So this first page. So this was actually a study I did. I went to a museum and saw this painting by Gustave Courbet, or Courbet, how do you say it? Let me know in the comments. And it's called Fox in the Snow, and it was made in 1860, and it is just the most beautiful. In person, this painting is gorgeous. Like, it is truly one of my favorite paintings ever. It's so freaking cute. Like, look at his little paws, man. And so basically, I had to find a painting that I enjoyed and sort of recreate it over here. And as you can see, let me see, this was made, and we used to call these mini masters. So the mini master assignment was find a painting you like and then replicate it. And I made this in September of 2018. So yeah, this was like my freshman year of college. I did all of the line work with pen, and then I just sort of like went in with watercolor. Yeah, here, as you can see, oh yeah, and then there's like guts, but as you can see, like, I still had some work to go. Maybe I'll like redraw it. Keyword is maybe. All right, and then so for this assignment, it was called like our contour assignment. So we basically just had to like find an item laying around, like for an example, like my Kirby here, and we would just draw the outline of all of the shapes, and that's it. We really weren't supposed to add like any like shading or anything, but I did, as you can see. This was not my best work. I think I did this in like an hour because I was like, it was late and I was in a rush. But yeah, I made this also in 2018. And then for this one, this was a free draw. And I did this one also in 2018, around the same time, like September. I'll go ahead and zoom in so y'all can sort of see. I had like an obsession with drawing butterflies, faces, and flowers. Like all types of like little flowers. And then I also really loved, so like this right here is supposed to be like jellyfish, like the little jellyfish, what are they called, like the tentacles or whatever? Not tentacles, but you know what I mean, like the stingers. But yeah, I really love how I did like her nose, or his nose, their nose. For this study, I chose a painting by Renee Magritte, which is called The Son of a Man. That was made in 1964. I really like it, y'all. Like, it's kind of like eerie or whatever. And then you look at mine and he's friendly. He's a lot more friendlier than him, okay? He looks fun. He's about business though, right? Like, I liked it because like, I don't know, I like drawing things that are sort of like a play on words. So like to me, I would call him like, he's an apple head. Like, he's got like an apple head, you know, like an apple face or whatever. I think that that's kind of cool. And this one was also made in 2018, around like the same time, September. Okay, and then here, as you can see, we have another rushed project. So for this one, this was a blind contour though. So I was completely blind and I had to, once again, you know, look at the Kirby and just remember it in my head, close my eyes, and like jot it down on paper. And that's what we ended up with. It looks like I looked at like a lamp, right? And then like maybe like a thing of pencils, right? Like, yeah, I was onto something here. And then this one was another free draw that I did. At the time I was like obsessed with like piercings and like just sort of focusing on like body features and sort of like exaggerating them. Like here I've got like exaggerated knees, like obviously like an exaggerated like waist and like ribs, collarbone, tongue. It was sort of like my aesthetic back then, right? And then of course once again with the flowers. And I don't know if you can see here, I really loved like sort of like the gory-ish stuff here. So like she's kind of like rotting right here, and then here it's like sort of pulling on her skin, and then she's got like the tattoos. Hopefully, you know, YouTube isn't like weird and like, you know, completely like marks my video because of, you know, her pasties or whatever. And then here you can see that her arm actually turns into sort of like a little demonic hand. However, no matter how sharp it is, it cannot pop the balloon that she is in. And then here, another little hand is clipping it. So she's just gonna float away. Oh, and then there's like a ladder here to indicate that like somebody was trying to help her, but yeah. Actually, you can see here the ladder, and then if you follow the string, sorry, it's a bit difficult for me to see with my phone just like in my face, but if you can see down here, it's a little man. So he's the one that like was holding on to her, and then he was like, you know what, or well, not him, but the little demon thing was like, you know what, I'm gonna clip her. So she gone. So this is Objeto Intervenido by Johan Barrios. I probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry about that. And it was made in 2015, so he was actually like, during the time that I made this, he was a pretty like new artist, right? And it was basically a painting of a man who's like in a hoodie, and it was like sort of perfectly split down the middle. I thought that this was like the coolest thing ever. And so what I did was I sort of tried to replicate it over here, and I really wanted to focus on sort of like the what are these called? The wrinkles, right? Like where the hoodie would gather and sort of shape. And like I really wanted to focus on like, you know, trying to envision that like there's a head in here and like there's shoulders here and like along here, like, you know, like, because I know some hoodies when they're super large they'll have like a dip in the back, and so that's sort of what I tried to portray here. As you can see, I sort of captured it, but not really. Like, you know, it Johan did better, right? But like I mostly really liked this one though because of, once again, like the sort of cut in between. Like, I don't know, during the time I thought that that was like so sick because of just how perfect it was. And then here I had sort of an ink study. So this entire thing is made out of ink. I did it without any pencil, I believe. So I sort of sketched out. Once again, this was a little little thingy that my best friend had made out of pottery. Like, she literally made like this cute little heart glass pot, and we would put like little stars on the inside, like the little paper stars. We would fill this up, and then on top she also made a what is it called, a porcelain, she made a porcelain bunny, y'all. Like, and it was the cutest thing. It literally looked like this. Like, it was so adorable. I still have it somewhere, but it's like, you know, put away with like all my other special things. And then this was like sort of half of a picture frame that was hanging in my dorm. And yeah, it was of me and my sister, and then us at the park together when we were like little toddlers or whatever. But yeah, and so far all of this work was made around the same time. So like, it's all made in September of 2018, by the way. Just wanted to make it clear once again, because I don't think I made it clear earlier. I just sort of, you know, was like, this was made, this was made. But yeah, this is all still 2018 in September. And this was my favorite painting in college that I ever did, because this was another free draw assignment. And as you can see here, you know, it's got this girl and her eyes like completely like, you know, infected. She's crying. She's got the little tattoos on her face. I really loved how I did her hair, her little baby hairs. She's got the earrings, this very long braid. I loved painting braids back then. And here I really wanted to focus again on just sort of how fabric flows. Like, I really did study like the flow of fabric for like a very long time, or I really wanted to try to perfect it. To this day, I don't think I'm I don't think I'm as good as like I want to be, right? I still have like some growing to do. And yeah, and then here I also wanted to sort of play with the way that things would lay in perspective. So like, instead of just having like her shoelace hang, I wanted it to sort of lay flatly on the water. And then I also wanted to sort of make good waves of water. And then up here with the little fairy, I'm happy that I was able to just get her positioning correct. Like, her sitting in this position, like I'm really happy with how it turned out. Especially just the entirety of like the silhouette. I feel like it's very beautiful because you're able to sort of see, like, you know, she's got like a calf muscle, and you can differentiate it from her foot and her toes and like her thigh. There's like obviously a hand here, and like you can assume that she's like laying her arm flat against her legs or something, you know, like her forearm. And then this hand or this arm is just out, and then she's like sort of slumped over. And like, once again, I was obsessed with like the wings and the flowers, so it all sort of like fit together, and this was just one of my favorite drawings. The next sort of mini master study that I did. And this painting was by Danielle Bilmes. Daniel Bilmes. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm so horrible at like pronouncing names. And it's called Oracle, and this one was made in 2018. So this was a very new painting that I really wanted to replicate. And it's so beautiful. I highly recommend that you guys look up some of the paintings that I am referring to, because I only had like a black and white printer at the time, so I wasn't able to really print them out in color, but the colored versions are like so beautiful. And then this was my take on it. I'm gonna sort of scoot this over so we can kind of see like the details that I did in her hair. And here you can kind of see I wanted to I didn't want to draw flowers. Instead, I just kind of wanted to draw like a pile of leaves. And then I love how like I did her face. She's got kind of like little chubby cheeks. I'm gonna try to not touch the drawings and stuff as much anymore, because I have been noticing that they do smear quite a bit. So, and I also really loved how I did her hands. Now the placement of the fingers is not the best. I definitely still had work to do as far as anatomy went. But as for like the details in her hair, like you can see where every single strand is ending up and where it's starting from. And I really like this. This is a very beautiful painting or drawing. This one was done completely in pencil. So, and this one was actually in not September, October of 2018. So this was on October 1st. So now we're entering October. And then what other better way to kick off October than with a skull study, you know? Like, here we had to, so it was supposed to be a realistic skull. And as you can see, I did not do that. I did a cartoony one because that was sort of like my vibe at the time. And as you can see, I've got like the flowers, and also I was obsessed with tentacles and sort of like sea creatures. You guys could kind of get that vibe from some of my past drawings that we looked at. And then over here, it was a free draw, and for my free draw, I decided to kind of do like a little character design. So I've got this girl with more piercings. You can kind of see here, so piercings across the nose. Uh-oh, I'm out of focus. There we go. So yeah, piercings across the nose, a heart tattoo, bangs, angel ears, and then one of them are cracked. And then you can also see here her hair, and then I've also kind of got the colors that I used. I did color this with watercolor as well. And then here's her skin and her outfit and the accessories. And then up here, I kept a note that my professor left, because we would drop our books off at the end of the day, and she would flip through them and sort of leave like little notes sometimes. And this is one of the notes she put. She gave me 11 points out of 12, and then she said that my work is great as always, and the school studies should have been realistic. And as you can see, it's not realistic, but I'm really proud with how it turned out, though. I wouldn't have it any other way, personally. Another mini master project, and so this first one is by April Capini, and it's a short-haired bumblebee that was made in 2016. And then this one is also by April Capini, and it was a mule deer buck. Now the reason I decided to do two of them is because I personally thought that it would be too easy to just replicate one, and I was like, okay, let's try to do two. And this is sort of how it turned out. I didn't completely finish the deer, but you can kind of see that it's cut off here at the end. The line work that I did though is pretty good, I feel like. And it's all in pencil. And then as you can see here, they kind of like, there's a little star connecting them. And here's the little bumblebee. And yeah, I really loved doing like the sort of like what's it called? Just like sketch lines. I really love drawing sketch lines with pencil. It's so satisfying, honestly. Okay, so here we have another free draw assignment. And this one is just sort of like a little this one I drew to sort of kind of help portray the feelings I had during the time. I grew up feeling like I was always being like watched heavily, right? And so it's just a bunch of eyes and like a dark cloud where the eyes are coming from. And then I have, you know, or well, this is supposed to be me, okay? And I have like a little heart. It's a little golden heart. I don't know if you can kind of see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a little golden heart. And like, as you can see, the little figure, he's kind of scared and timid, shaking a bit. And then you've got this like demonic hand that's kind of like reaching out to sort of comfort them though, right? Like this hand is very comforting. And it's got the little butterflies and the flowers. And yeah, and then this one, you know, you can obviously tell that this one, you don't know, like, are they up to no good because of the way that it looks, because it has a smile on its face. So is it friendly? But then its smile has sharp teeth. So is it not friendly? And then it looks sort of similar, but it's apparently different, right? Like it's cracked, it's missing pieces. But there's similarities, right? And it's just this huge question mark of what is this? Who is this person? And so yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to portray here, is just sort of like the fear of meeting new people, that's all. And then another free draw assignment that I did was this one. And it's just a girl looking up at a bird. And it ends about here. As you can see, I tried to draw legs, but I erased them. And that's kind of funny. Oh my gosh. And here I also wanted to focus on like the flow of her hoodie. And I feel like I did this pretty well, actually. Like the shading of like her skin, and then also just the way that like her face appears, like the side profile is pretty good. And I also really like her hair. And then there's also a quote here from Buddha, and it says, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." So it's got a little pretty, very nice, inspirational. All right, and then this painting is just perspective practice. So it's just a bunch of like, you know, cubes and like rectangular cubes. I can't think of the shape. But yeah, it's all just that with like a, you know, obvious vantage point here. Yeah. And when we flip the page this way, this was another free draw I did of a girl who's like, you know, in the water with a little snake. And as you can see, once again, it's kind of got the exaggerated neck, the exaggerated head, exaggerated eye. And yeah, I thought that this was really beautiful. And once again, I tried to practice the sort of just her hair like going straight into the water. I wanted to practice having it sort of like lay out and like sort of flow with the water. Their mini master study But this one was created by Happy D Artist, and it's called Allure from 2018. She's a YouTube artist. I'm not sure if she still makes videos anymore. But for the longest time, she was one of my sort of like comfort YouTubers. And hold on, I'm trying to like fix my tripod. Why is it like in the frame? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But yeah, she was one of my comfort YouTubers that I would watch all the time throughout high school. And I really loved her work. And this painting is absolutely stunning. And over here is sort of my recreation of it. As you can see, mine is a bit more gruesome than hers, especially with sort of like a deteriorating rib cage and sort of like a very thin arm. The face is really pretty in my opinion, and I really love how I did like the ears and her tail. But yeah, this was also one of my favorites for a while. With my damn Meow Meow gifted medium. And it's so cute, like, oh my goodness. And then here was my weird Beetlejuice recreation. Yeah, this one was honestly a rush. I remember rushing to make this one. And this one we actually skipped. So over here, this one was October 28th. Whereas here we sort of like skip the in between. And this one is November 12th. So this one was about a couple of weeks or so after. And this was a value lifestyle project. So I had to once again, like with the Kirby, it's like you envision the Kirby and you just draw it, right? And that's what I did. And then this one was supposed to be like those little like Victoria's Secret dogs. I don't know if they still sell those, but that's what this was. Because I used to just have like one chilling out on my desk. And yeah, I really like how I did the shadowing here. You can kind of tell that it's like a very shiny little object. And then over here, so this beautiful hot mess, let me go ahead and flip it. It's a lot going on here. Of course, this was my free draw. And what I decided to do for my free draw was to sort of draw like a little club of people, right? So we'll go one by one. So first we'll go ahead and we'll go with her. So she is a ball-jointed doll that is broken with exaggerated features and tattoos and no feet. And then this one is sort of like a bunny like creature, right? With like its little tattoos and like little like symbols and whatnot. And then he is just human, right? But with, you know, little to no features. And yeah. And then the same with him. But with him, he also does not have any arms or hands. So it's just, you know, head, neck, torso, and legs. And yeah. And then as you can see, they're sort of surrounded by like stacks of money on this like disgusting couch. But it's got like this little what's it called? This little marshmallow vibe moment. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, so I realized after flipping through that the rest of the sketches that you're about to see are ones that I did after I dropped out of college. So, it turns out that, like, this only covered really, like, my freshman year. My freshman year of college. And then these were, like, little sketches and, like, studies of movement that I practiced after I left. And then this was, like, a little figure here. And then apparently this is supposed to be a ferret. But yeah, I like this one. It reminds me of, like, my friend said it reminds her of Coraline. And for me, it reminds me of, like, the Gorillaz, because I really love that band. And so, yeah. Alright, and then this was another drawing that I did after I dropped out of college. It's just a little character design. I really loved drawing, like, just characters that had, like, similar fashion. My main focus during this period was to perfect hair, faces, anatomy in different shades, shapes, and sizes, and then also try to keep sort of like fashion, like sort of make it modern through the fashion. So here around this time, what were they called? They were like the little, like, the, not PVC, what's it called? It was like a plastic see-through skirts that were very popular during this time. And then you would wear like little like shorts underneath it, but for her she's just wearing like the little, you know, little undies or whatever. And then here she's got sort of like a mesh see-through top. Here she's got like sort of like a jumper with like a tube top, and then these are supposed to be like sort of like baggy biker shorts. And yeah. And then I created them as like little characters like Skets and Rain. And they're so cute. To this day, this is like one of my favorite drawings. Like, I love how I did her braids, y'all. Like, oh my god. And then the curls of her hair, like the waves, like, girl, look. Yes, I love that one. And then she was also another character that I did. I tried to keep it a little bit modern. You know, she's kind of got like a little scoop neck with the collarbone, white pants, and then she's kind of got like the platform shoes. And so she's like, I don't know if you guys remember that I like to do like a play on words with my characters. She is an egghead. Literally. And then this is the egg that died. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool. And then over here, I sort of did ink practice on these because during this time, I also really wanted to like try to become a tattoo artist. So I would just do a bunch of like ink doodles to try to like get a feel for like what I need to improve on, and like if I could even really just sort of see myself doing tattoos. To this day, I still do kind of want to like see if I could practice tattooing, but I don't know, it would just be something that I do as like a hobby, really. Like, I wouldn't make it into like a business, or I don't really see myself doing something like that, you know, because it's just, I don't know, it seems like too much, like, it would be too much one-on-one time with a stranger, if that makes sense. And I'm not that type of person. Like, if I do tattoos, it would just be like close friends and family, because yeah, I don't know, I'm not like, I'm friendly, right? And I love meeting new people, but it's just I get awkward very quick. So and then here's another sketch I did, if it'll focus. Here we go. I remember liking this one because of the little horns I did. But yeah, throughout here, it's just gonna be little sketches every now and then, because, yeah. And then this was another body practice I did. There's like a couple more sketches. So here I've got like a clown. And then here I've got sort of like a goddess with like a feather ear. I don't know. But over here, I know. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with this drawing. Like, she is good, right? Like, the line art, I really dig it. I think that it's very cool. However, once you get to this point, I hate it. Like, it's it's so awkward. Why did I put her hand right there? Of all places, there. Like, but besides that, I really like how I did her pockets and her pants and then like her shoes, right? Like everything else is literally good. Like this is literally a perfect image, but her freaking hand placement is awful. Why did I do that? I don't know. Like it could have been anywhere else. Like it literally could have just been off to the side. It could have been gone. It could have been behind her. Like we could have, like, imagine if it was just behind her. How much better it would be. But no, it's so awkward. It's so freaking awkward. But besides that though, like, I really love this picture. Alright, and then here I've got some more sketches and doodles. Just sort of going through. And here, I was, like, obsessed with, like, Marilyn Manson at the time, so I got, like, Tattooed in Reverse, because that's a good freaking song. If y'all haven't heard it, it's good. If you don't listen to it, though, it's understandable. And then here, I've got a little death moth. Now, this, y'all, hold up. I actually, like, I ate with this one. I remember when I did this, like, okay, so her name is Mink, right? We'll take it one at a time because it's a lot. She's got the freaking gas mask. She's got the pixie cut. She's got the slayed eyebrows, the ear piercing, the freaking crop top, the mitten, the you know, like, it's like, y'all. To this day, this right here is my baby. This is my baby. I love this. And then Dupes, y'all, she's got the gas mask with the weapon, and then the little hood with the little bionic arm, like, bro, like, and then the shoes with the chains, like, bro, look. I did that. I did this one in, I think this was like the beginning of 2020 and the ending of like 2019, because I do remember taking a pretty long break of drawing during that time after I dropped out, because it was just too much. Like, I still would do like big stuff like this every now and then. Like, I do have a lot of like other notebooks or sketchbooks from this time period, but I have to go look for them, and honestly I might not even have all of them. I feel like a lot of my stuff is at my grandma's, because during this time I was like staying with her for a bit. But yeah, good memories though. Like, y'all, when look at the freaking, like, where the garter is, and like her boot flaps, and like it's like, oh my god, like I don't know, it's just so much my style. Like the sort of like robot mixed with like a human, and like sort of like post-apocalyptic or whatever. It's kind of cool. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and flip through the last couple of pages I got through here, because it's mostly just like a lot of character study that I did during the time. Like here I've got like an archer and like faces, little sea creatures that I tried to do. And yeah, so, and that's pretty much it for this notebook. Because it just kind of turned into a bit of a journal past this point, up until like my most recent sketches here. I did these the other night. Oops. But yeah, I did these the other night. I kind of want to, my plan is to sort of like make a tutorial on like how to draw curly hair. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'll be the next video. But thank you guys so much for watching and for sort of, you know, sticking around. If you stuck around this far. Oh wow, that zoomed out so much. You can see like my whole desk now. What the heck? Oh wow. Okay, I guess I'll do a desk tour, right? It's like old phone, ear things, journal. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, my arm. But look at this. If it doesn't like fall. Hold on. So I went to this shop, right, called Daiso. Y'all, they have freaking Tokidoki, like, merch. Like, I'm not talking like just the tape. I'm talking like they got like merch there. And y'all don't know because like I don't post, but I'm gonna show y'all something. I love Tokidoki. Like, I literally, I want to, oops, I just dropped something. Oh no. But I want to collect, she's dusty, but hear me out. She's so cute. Y'all. Like, I want to collect more Tokidokis. She's from, I think, what year is she from? I don't know. She's the cow, though. And yeah, Year of the Ox. Oh my god. But yeah, so cute, dude. I love Tokidoki so much. Like, it is like the most adorablest little collectibles ever. And so when I went to Daiso and I saw that they literally have Tokidoki stuff, oh, best believe I'm going back. Like, I could only afford, I think, a tape, which is kind of sad because it's like $1. But, hey, you know, times are tough, okay? Times are tough. So, I got this, and it's so cute, y'all. Like, and like, it has like the Year of the Ox on it. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so happy. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and maybe I'll do like a haul from there when I get some monies. Gotta wait for payday. But okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. What the heck is this? But thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. If I don't flip my phone over.